All right, welcome to the Sub 4 RA channel, everybody. I'm your host, Rhino, and these 36 cars gonna battle it out at the Lady in Black, the track too tough to tame here at Darlington Raceway. Every race huge, but this one very huge. Gonna mark the end of the first half of the season, and we're gonna find out which drivers make it in to the All-Star race. All right, before we get to segment 1, a quick shout out to our ADRC sponsors for the 2020 season. 3dbotmaker.com, your one-stop shop for all your 1/64 scale diecast racing accessory needs. So be sure to check out 3D. Segment 1, here we go. We're going to be led by the 7 car of Geoff Bodine. He has one win in his very first race of his ADRC career. He has finished dead last the last 2 races. So what's going to happen here? Had a strong lap in qualifying. On his outside, the 7 car, only the second time Chloe K has qualified for a race this season. Very shocking, had a great 2019 season, has struggled this season, but a new car, let's see what happens. Row 2, we got Swervin' Irvin in the 28, and on his outside, the 18 of Bobby Labonte. Right now might be the top vote getter for the fans to get into the All-Star race. And in row 3, the 3 car of Paducah. And the 94 car, he was your Liquid Rush Energy Drink Racing Series winner. The 94 car of Ryder Knightley. 4 laps, winner goes on to the main event. Let's do it. Alright, we had a lot of spinning going on, but relatively calm first lap. I'm sure that's going to change, though. 3 to go. Alright, business picked up a little bit here in lap 2. Take a look at it. A good push by Swervin' Irvin, and Geoff Bodine almost loses control. Backing it up, going to come down, put a block on Irvin. Irvin's going to push him, then get a shot by Paducah there. And Paducah's going to get hit from behind as well. Bodine finishes the lap. Out in front, still 2 to go. Somebody's going to have to catch Geoff Bodine. Might going to need a little help getting around him. All right, Bodine looking strong. Swervin' Irvin, great lap. Puts him into second. Here we go, 1 to go. White flag coming out now. Wow, Bodine with a heck of a lap to get the segment win. We'll go on to the main event. Paducah second. And unfortunately, Swervin' Irvin wrecks on the last lap. We got him back at the Dave Akers Customs Garage. All right, segment 2 is ready to go. New look car in the 79 had a great qualifying effort for Key West Racing. That's Captain Tony. On his outside, the 43 car, Riley Cumming. Row 2, 75 car making his ADRC debut. That's Caleb Allen. On his outside, the 4 car is Bud. A new look back. Well, new look sort of. Back to the Monte Carlos is Bud. Row 3, the 68 Rusty Nubbins. And on his outside, the 3rd new look car in this segment, the 49 car of Sloppy Joe. Oh man, what he did in qualifying and what we saw for the majority of this lap, you got to think he had a car perhaps to beat in that GTO, did Captain Tony. Look at this. He goes high, then down low into the turn, comes off high, off the rail, flips it over on his side. The unfortunate thing is if somebody was right behind him, they might have tapped him enough to flip him back over? Unfortunately not. Take a look at that real speed now. Oh, they almost did right there. They were almost able to get back to him. If they were able to when he was on his side, more than likely, I think he's going to get flipped back over. Look at that, though. Just being a little bit too aggressive. Had a commanding lead here in lap 1 of segment 2. That's going to leave Bud. Going to lead him down right there. Hits Captain Tony. Had a few guys coming in Mater style there. And look at that. Winds up with his teammate, Sloppy Joe, unfortunately. Good picture there of Captain Tony, Sloppy Joe. I'm sure we'll see a lot more of Captain Tony going forward. They got him back to the Dave Akers Customs garage now. And we're all set to start lap 2 of segment 2. Going to be led by Bud and Caleb Allen, the first timer. All right, pretty wild second lap here. Look at this, Bud and Caleb Allen getting into it, and that leaves Riley Cumming with a open on the right-hand side. Takes advantage of it and looks real smooth. Going into turn 2, off of it. Great lap. Bud right behind him. Backwards yet again, but still going to be on that front row, so we're halfway done. 2 to go here. Rusty Nubbins up to third. 2 to go. Riley Cumming going to lead him down. All right, Bud in the driver's seat. Definitely one of the more experienced drivers in this segment. 1 to go. Can he get to the main event? Sloppy Joe on his outside. Wow, good thing this wasn't the last lap for Caleb Allen. He would have been that short. I don't know if he got in the back of Bud or Bud just drove it in too hard off of turn 1. Bud over on his roof, but able to flip it back over. Then he stalls the rest of the cars, but hey, for him, good thing. It still leaves him on the front row with 1 to go. All right, Caleb Allen gets his very first segment win, going on to his first main event. I don't know if he or Riley Cumming caused Bud to flip over. Bud flips over on his roof. They got him back in the garage now. He still finishes second in the segment, so it's going to be a good points day. But unfortunately, probably should have been a little bit more there for Bud going on to the main event, but still can have a good points day out of this. Yeah, I don't know if we've ever had that happen before. Second place, Rex. Finished the second, will not go on to the seconds, unfortunately, but because he wrecked, but gonna still be a good points day. It's just strange. All right, we're going on now. Segment 3 on the track, gonna be led by the 18 car of Glitter Girl and a new look Dodge Interstate batteries. On her outside, the 99 car making his ADRC debut in the 99. It's Ben Overbeach. Row 2 in the 2. That's Bart Buzzard, and on his outside, everybody's favorite party guy in the 27 car, Vinny Nightlife. And in row 3, she's had a great season, but I still think underappreciated. Maybe a lot of people not talking about her in the 11 car, Lady Red Pill, and on her outside, the 00 of Dirty Deeb, Done Dirt Cheap. Oh man, off the track violently. What happened? to Dirty Dave. Oh, I don't know if he got, I don't know what happened. Needed a parachute, I know that much. Him and Vinny, Nightlife, got into it there. Look at Burt Buzzard, good lap, almost loses it, regains it. And look at this, Lady Red Pill already up to second. Burt Buzzard, Lady Red Pill with 3 to go. Whole lot going on in this lap. Look at Dirty Deep, first of all. The divider gets a hold of him. Look at Burt Buzzard. I don't know if Lady Red Pill took him down, over. He is able to flip it over with the momentum. Breaks loose. But look at Vinny. Nightlife comes out of nowhere. Gets past Burt Buzzard, who's lucky to still be in this race. And with 2 to go, Vinny. Nightlife. Trying to beat that cover charge, along with Burt Buzzard. 2 to go. All right, crazy lap. Dirty Deep, yet again, cannot even make it into turn 1. He's still in this race in dead last, but has not even made it into turn 1. Burt Buzzard went 50-50 grind on the side wall there. Luckily for him, still in it. So Burt Buzzard, Ben Overbeach going to lead you down. 1 to go. And what a wild lap. Look at Dirty Deep, first of all. Is able to just skid on the divider and keep going this time. Burt Buzzard going to catch a little bit of air on the rear there. Spins it around. Benny Nightlife into the back of him. Spins him as gets a little help with Ben Overbeach there. Overbeach into the lead. Look at Burt Buzzard. Able to somehow still control the car. Going to take it and get around Ben Overbeach for the segment win. Burt Buzzard, highly unlikely to even finish this segment with the way things went for him. Just ahead. And look at Glitter Girl charging hard. And of course the Dodge Charger. Take a look at this from finish line cam again. Overbeach gets a little out of control, and that's all it took. Just that slightest window opens up. Burt Buzzard around and going on to the main event. Great segment there. Finishing order for segment 3. We'll be right back after these messages. If you're looking for the very best in 1/64 scale diecast racetrack accessories, need no look further. www.3dbotmaker.com. If you're lonely during this pandemic and looking for somebody to spend time 6 feet apart with, we got you covered at can'tfindnobodyelse.com. Coming up later on Channel 8, we will have our experts give you the very best advice on what to do with all your squirrel during the pandemic. I really got to check out Channel 8 tonight. I got like 50 bucks just burning a hole in my pocket right now. All right, segment 4 ready to go. We are back from the break, and we have a few new faces here. Going to be led by Southernmost Graphite's number 5 car, the Green Parrot, and that Superbird going to lead him down. On his outside, the 1 car of Kiko, that's powered by Dave Akers Customs. Row 2, first time driving here in the ADRC, and the first time we've had a Dodge Murata also in the ADRC. That's Matt Allen. On his outside, in a new look Dodge Charger, that's Golden Girl in the 9. Row 3, the 29 of Chris. On his outside, the 1 car of Maxilla. Well, that didn't last long. Green Parrot already flies the coop. Let's see if he has some help here. Oh, looked like he just drove it too hard off of one. And then gets taken out by maybe Kiko, combination of Kiko and Matt Allen. Also, Golden Girl takes a tumble. She's out of it. And then we see Chris losing control off of 2. Matt Allen regains control and leads him after 1 lap. All right, let's take a look at it. Real speed. Matt Allen getting by him. Take a look at this again. Anything we're missing here? I'm not sure why we're really necessarily seeing this replay again, but it's kind of cool, I guess. He passed right at the end. I'm not sure why that's even in there. Anyways, all right, there they are, back in the garage together. The Green Parrot and Golden Girl. 2 cars out after 1 lap. 2 to go. Matt Allen and Chris gonna lead you down. All right, a lot of contact gonna leave us looking how we started lap 2. This is lap 3, 2 to go. Wow, take a look at this. Matt Allen off to a strong lead. Gonna do some pinballing here. Chris hits him from the side, spins him around, and look at Kiko. Avoids Chris, ducks in underneath him, as well as Maxilla. 1 to go. Matt Allen. Can he pull it off? Kiko on his outside. All right, we have another first-time racer now going to the main event. Take a look at Matt Allen here. Has a lot of problems off of 1, but fortunately is able to spin it back around, fired up, corrects it. And look at this. He has Maxilla coming in hot on his heels. Gonna hold him off, though. Matt Allen, your segment 4 winner, taking that Murata in to the main event. All right, here we go. Segment 5 on the track, ready to race. Going to be led by an outstanding rookie this season, the 7 car of Harry Hoon. On his outside, just like all the other Nero 62 custom diecast cars have had today, new cars, new looks. Nero 62, no different. Back to the Monte Carlo here in the Harry's number 8. Row 2, making her debut, it's Kelly Eugene in the 15. On her outside is the 1 car of Nasara Charunkel or something like that. Row 3, he's getting a cult following here now in the ADRC. He's had 2 races, 2 main events, almost won both of them. In the 3 Mountain Dew Camaro, that's Brian Kelly. On his outside in the 911, has had a great season after rebounding from last year. It's Carly Kay. Wow, what a wild lap. Lap 1 was. Let's take a look at it. Nero 62 out of the race. Don't know if Kelly Eugene got it to him, perhaps. But look at this. Nasara Trunkel coming. Look at that. Look at Harry Hoon off the track. Gets hit. Back on it. Trunkel kind of straightens him out. He comes up and blocks Carly Kay. Harry Hoon still in first after all of that. Let's look at it. Real time now, real speed. Oh, that's crazy. Let's take a look. Slow it down a little bit. Look at him go flying. Somehow some way. Hopefully that car's in good running condition off the track. And I don't know if he crossed it or not, but it's still going to count as a lap. Nero 62, that's a tough day, kind of a tough day for the team. Back to the garage he goes, out of the race after only one lap, actually one turn. We're going to have 3 to go. Harry Hoon, Carly K going to lead you down. Boy, segment 5's got a lot of beating and banging going on. Let's take a look at this here. Good turn by Harry Hoon. Look at it. Look at Carly K running 50-50 grind up. Kelly Eugene, spins. And look at this. Brian Kelly out of nowhere coming up. Not quite enough to overtake Carly K for second, but he does move up to third. Take a look at it here. Slow motion from the finish line cam. Harry Hoon out of control, but enough to finish. Carly K comes down, gets the block. Nasara Trunkle into head-on collision there with Kelly Eugene. Both are okay. Back to the starting line. 2 to go. Harry Hoon, Carly K. And I don't know how there's only one car out of this segment. A lot of beating and banging. Look at this. Look at Carly K. Turned over, flips it back over, regains it, and then somehow, with all that in front of him, Brian Kelly manages to get around all that. Gets around him, doesn't complete the lap, but it does go as a completed lap since it is not the last lap of the segment. Brian Kelly does it again, puts himself in position for a segment win. Harry Hoon on his outside with 1 to go. Oh, what a lap that was. Oh, I thought Brian Kelly had it, was going to go to his 3rd straight main event. Take a look at this. Beaten to the whole shot by Harry Hoon. Nasara Trunkle or something like that into Hoon. Look at Kelly. Looks like he's going to break away here. Gets half a car length on Hoon. Hoon comes back. Gets a shove there, does Hoon, by Nasara Trunkle. And then turned. Carly K turns Brian Kelly into the wall. Overtakes him for second. What a wild finish there around turn 2. Real speed here. What's that foot doing there? Wow, that was a crazy lap. Let's slow it down, see it, things a little bit better. Looked like Kelly had this, but he was in the wrong place. Harry Hoon was in the driver's seat there, got hit by Charuncle, and then Carly K helped him finish it off. Harry Hoon going on to the main event. Man, I am kind of spent, man. This Darlington has been some great racing action. And we still have one more segment to go, and this is RPR loaded. All right, the 20 car, Tony Stewart will lead him down. On his outside in the 25 car, that's 2D. Row 2 in the 50, it's Lucy. And now we have a whole slew of RPR cars. Going to start it off by the rookie B. Finn in the 3. Row 3, Frank Klein has had terrible qualifying efforts this season. Hasn't really mattered much. Look where he's at in the points. And on his outside, the most winningest driver in the Adult Diecast Racing Cup history, Ken Castillo in the 75. Been looking forward to this one. Can't wait. Wow, I don't even know what to explain what just happened here. Take a look at it. Tony Stewart gets shoved, pushed from behind, but that almost sends him into a rocket light state. Goes around turn 2. Almost a little too high, but Other than that, look at Lucy spinning around. But look at this. He fires it back in drive and comes after the RPR cars and drills Ken Castillo. What is he thinking? Smoke bringing his old habits here to the ADRC, what he used to drive in Cup. Look at that. Bam, right into Ken Castillo. We're going to slow it down, but we're going to see the same exact thing, so not sure what that's for. There's Lucy. There's 2D. Was he sight set on Ken Castillo? Right now, we can only speculate, but as it remains, RPR car still in the back. Tony Stewart, Lucy going to lead you down. 3 laps to go. Take a look at this, and it's almost like Frank Klein burning a hole in the back of the 20 car. Look at this. Comes off turn 1, avoids all that mess right behind Tony Stewart. Going into 2, they both get a little wiggly, and Frank Klein almost got within a car length of Tony Stewart. Lucy up there for 3rd, and then we still have some of the RPR cars back there. Looks like B. Finn. I don't know what happened here. Whatever the case, he rolls back. Lap still was not complete yet, so he will go from 4th all the way back to 6th. We have 2 laps still to go. Tony Stewart, Frank Klein. Gonna be exciting. And just like that, the RPR cars have got themselves in position now. And are we going to see some payback on the 20 car? I can almost guarantee you they're at least going to try. 1 to go. This should be this. I'm stressed out already for Tony. Let's see what happens. Oh man, who won? Who got it? Ken Castillo on the tails of Tony Stewart here. Ken Castillo might have even taken out the boss there, and I don't mean Bruce Springsteen. Frank Klein goes over. I think he was able to correct it, but nonetheless, look at this. Stewart goes down. Castillo there. Stewart goes back up to high to block him. Castillo low, and Castillo gets the win. Ken Castillo on to yet another main event with the last lap pass. Look at this. Take a look at this. Oh man, this is great. This is great. Spotter says hi. Nope, Castillo goes low. Just like in the days of Thunder, Ken Castillo going on. Woo! To the main event. Look at this real time here. Oh, just edges him, man. That was great. That was a great pass. This was a great segment. And of course, Castillo getting revenge after what happened at the end of lap 1 from Tony Stewart. Wow, that was amazing. Stewart had the car to beat in this one. I'm sorry to say, he was the best car in this segment. But when it comes down to it, Ken Castillo going on to another main event. All right, Stewart's back out there now. It's time for the seconds. These are all the cars that finished second place in their segments. They're going to battle it out. 2-lap shootout. The winner will go on as the staying alive car, the wild car, if you will, to the main event. We'll start 7th there. But we're going to be led by Tony Stewart in the 20. 99, Ben Overbeach completes row 1. Row 2, the 3 of Paducah. The 911 of Carly K. And in row 3, the 1 of Maxzilla. 2 laps. Lap 1, pretty ugly. You got Tony Stewart, Carly K up now to 2nd. Maxzilla out of it, 1 to go. right, Carly Kay picks up the segment win. Let's take a look, see how she did it. Gets spun out there, looks by Tony Stewart, who also spins, and after that, he's pretty much done. That only leaves Paducah with the shot at catching Carly Kay, but he also spins out. It's all great and dandy, but guess what? Guess what time it is? It's main event time! That's right, here we go. Gonna get a winner out of this 4-lap shootout. Gonna be led by Heads Up 7 Up in the front row. That's Geoff Bodine, looking for his second ADRC win this season. And Harry Hoon on his outside. Row 2, first time racing in the ADRC. And look at this, in a main event, the 10-car Matt Allen. That's Burt Buzzard on his outside in the Miller Lite Deuce. Row 3, another first-timer here in the ADRC, Caleb Allen, the 75. And on his outside, another 75. Man, we're playing matchmaker. We're doing pretty good. Ken Castillo looking to add on to his win total. And the wild card car, the 911 of Carly Kay. 4 laps. Let's do it. Wow, 1 lap into this, and we are already out 3 of the top 4 cars here. Let's see what might have happened. Matt Allen maybe into the back of Harry Hoon. Also collects Burt Buzzard. Maybe not. Hard to tell, but if he did, well, instant karma coming up here off of 2. Look at this. Down slams his car down on the hood. Over on his side. Caleb Allen bumps him. Not enough to shake him back over, unfortunately. For Matt Allen, that's how his day's going to end in his ADRC debut. Take a look at it. Real speed here. Just not quite enough momentum. He slammed down pretty hard off of 2 onto, looked like his hood there. Maybe it was his roof. Then a little bit of pinballing right in the middle. He thought somebody might have hit him over. Nope, little tap. And that's about it. We got Ken Castillo coming up, doesn't do anything. So we only have 4 cars left, 3 laps. Let's get a winner out of this. Now that was an interesting lap. Take a look at this. Geoff Bodine gonna get caught up. Look at that, 50-50 a little bit. Then into the sidewall there. Carly Kay passes him. Then she spins out. And look at this, where did he come from? It's like he's playing possum. He has led every lap so far today. Ken Castillo, look at that. I don't know, he does it every time. I don't know how he does it. We got 2 to go. Geoff Bodine, Ken Castillo, gonna lead you down. Wow, horrible result here for Ken Castillo on lap 3, but Caleb Allen started right behind him, has good results. These ladies and gentlemen are fighting and duking it out. Look at this right here, though. Geoff Bodine looks like he's more concerned with Castillo here. Blocks Castillo, but then realizes, oh crap, there goes Caleb Allen. Too late, though. Allen around Bodine cleanly. Leads him, crosses the line, is going to lead him with 1 to go. His first ADRC race. Can he get the W? This should be interesting. 1 to go. Going to drop the white flag. Geoff Bodine through 4 ADRC races. He has 2 wins and 2 last places. That's all he does, either win or dead last. Look at this. great lap. Caleb Allen went out to try to block him, but it was too late by then. He's gone, but Allen does come back here. Take a look at this. Makes it a little interesting. Still a few car lengths behind, but he definitely had the momentum, but doesn't matter. Momentum. Geoff Bodine with his second win of the year. Your finishing order, but now let's get to the leaderboard through 6 events. Let's find out the top 10 will be your all-star drivers. The top 3, 4, no surprise. Harry Hoon to 5th, Paducah 6th, Frank Klein, Rusty Nubbins, here we go, Bert Buzzard, beefing with 120, your last driver in. Those are your top 10 will make it in as your all-star drivers. Nasara Charunkel or something like that, and Maxilla 12 points out. Now, you can still vote for the driver you want to see be in it. Look at the community tab. Look at the voting. You can still vote one of these drivers in. It's not too late. I think Bobby Labonte is leading that, and then probably Brian Kelly, Vinny Nightlife somewhere in there as well. So make sure you're voting. Don't want to miss out on that. We also have the Liquid Rush Energy Drink Racing Series All-Star event taking place before the ADRC one. So 6 races in, half the season down, minus the All-Star race still to do. Comment down below who you think halfway through is going to take it, the championship here in the 2020 season. Ken Castillo has a big lead, but we've seen what happens the previous 2 seasons, the very first 2 seasons of the ADRC, with drivers who have big leads early in the season. Not going to say it's not going to happen or will happen to Ken Castillo. Seasoned veteran, the most wins out of any driver in the ADRC, but it's going to take a lot to catch up to him. He has not had a bad race yet. If he can do it, these next 6 races, he will be second straight Red Pill Racing driver to do it. Frank Klein, the boss, obviously did it last year on the last race of the season. And Castillo has his eyes set on it now, halfway through. All right, time to get down to the Sub 4 RA Victory Lane podium, brought to you by Dave Akers Customs. Remember, if it wasn't built by Dave, it was either built by somebody else or you tried to do it yourself and screwed it up. All right, congratulations goes out to Geoff Bodine. Picks up his second win of his ADRC career and of the season. Like we said before, he has 4 races under his belt in his rookie season, 2 wins and 2 last place finishes. All right, looks like only one YouTuber correctly predicted Geoff Bodine would pick up the win. That was Leonor Herrera. So congratulations goes out to Leonor for correctly predicting Bodine would see Victory Lane. All right, that's going to do it here from the Lady in Black. The track too tough to tame Darlington Raceway provided another great race here for the ADRC. Congratulations again goes out to Geoff Bodine for his second win of the season. Halfway point. Crazy. Hard to believe. Already there. Here's a look at one more time at your finishing order here for the Darlington race. Next up, the All-Star race from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.